And now to help us look at this business of technology, we're joined by Micheál Kelly, former Dean of the Telfer School of Business at U Ottawa, now with the Canadian Advanced Technology Alliance. Good to have you here at Tech Now.
It's Paul, nice to be here.
Well, we've got an election campaign, and it's always a time to talk about issues. Is the issue of technology going to be talked about? It seems not to get much attention.
One would hope so. I haven't seen or heard much about it so far in the campaign. But it would be nice if somebody articulated a vision of how Canada is going to compete in the next couple of decades.
Because that really is an economic issue, isn't it? And it doesn't come up for discussion.
It's a core economic issue. You know, we've been through the low dollar competition. We're now into the commodity market competition. But sooner or later, we're going to have to compete like a modern industrial economy. And I think it would be very nice if some candidate would articulate a vision about how that's going to happen. And technology's got to be a centerpiece of that.
Yeah. Now, technology was talked about in the campaign in the sense that some observers were saying this is going to be the Twitter campaign. Twitter will have a huge influence. Are we loading up too much on Twitter?
I don't know how much influence. I mean, you've seen the use of social media in campaigns for some time now. Obama was a big proponent of social media. The British election had Twitter all over the place. The last U.S. election, it was used extensively. And I think, you know, Twitter provides candidates with a great means of connecting with their supporters, talking about events, getting proposals out. What worries me a little bit is when I hear people talk about Twitter replacing polling and the ability of using Twitter responses as a means of trying to get opinion trends. And it is such a small segment of the population that's on Twitter. I fear that you give it too much prominence in terms of the opinions of the Twitter users.
This week we had the ICT Agency based here in Ottawa, which keeps tabs on jobs and technology and do we have the people and the skills to meet the need. And again, they repeated, we don't. There is a gap, and they're saying almost 18,000 jobs a year, and we're going to have a tough time filling those.
Well,
do you agree?
I saw a little bit of that report, and they were talking about 106,000 jobs over 5 years.
Right.
But I think the thing that was really interesting in the report is when they talk about how the market has changed for ICT skills and the fact that it's no longer just engineering skills that count, that they really want people who have bundles of skills that can combine systems design and analysis with marketing skills, accounting skills, finance skills, and even HR skills. And I think that's the bigger gap because you don't find a lot of those. They argued that universities have to spend more time doing cross-disciplinary programs with more professional development, more practicums. And I don't think any of us are really good at that yet. We tend to still live in silos.
It was a busy week for tech here in Ottawa. We also had Oakry opening up a new innovation center here, about $2.5 million of funding to help out companies all over Eastern Ontario to bring their product to market. Do we need that, or is this just more bureaucracy?
I mean, Oakry has done a phenomenal job through the Entrepreneurship Center and helping small businesses. I think they've got a great team in the innovation leadership team, and I think it can provide a great service to companies. My fear is that, and my fear, it's not really a fear, I think there's a real opportunity to connect Oakry more closely to the business schools in town, because it's not only starting companies that's important. We need to grow these companies into globally competitive businesses. So it's not simply commercialization, it's not just startups, it's how do you grow them into businesses that can compete on a global level, and I think that's where business schools can play a role.
And is that what you're trying to do at CATA in your new job?
It is. I mean, part of what I'm doing is trying to link CATA into the business school community, trying to bring the business school community into the innovation network, as well as doing a couple of research projects with CATA on managing global R&D systems. And it's an exciting time. I think CATA decided that I was on sabbatical, and they might as well put me to use for a little while. John got me to volunteer for this, and so far it's been fun. And I've worked with CATA off and on many projects for 20 years, and it's a fantastic organization.
Well, good luck with that project. Micheál Kelly, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Still ahead, this week's edition of Webmania, and a reminder to join me this Thursday and every Thursday on the pages of 24 newspaper. My column on technology appears in the paper, on their website, and on our website. 24, your quick fix of news and entertainment in the capital region, available for free Monday to Friday wherever you see the bright orange boxes.